I always screw it up. I don't know what to do. I'm bad. So anyway, can you guys hear me? Um, music because I like to play it over and over again because I'm bad. Anyway, how you guys doing? How's my peoples? I knew it was you. You're my only person that comes to see me because it's the end of the school year. Anyway, how are you doing? Long time no see. I know. I know. Every now and then I gotta take a break and shit happens. You know how it happens. So yeah. Can you hear me good? I hope you can. So we got a lot to talk about. And before I do that, I want to welcome everybody in or welcome you back. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. I do. I really do. I'm trying to get on a track and it's almost there, not quite happening. But anyway, I'm glad you guys came and I'm glad you want to know what I have to say. So I hope you can hear me. And you said yes. Okay, good. So I didn't really know what to do tonight. So I decided we're going to talk about the end of the school stuff and what the school districts are still responsible and obligated to do, even though it's summertime. Yeah. And what the state is obligated to do, even though it's summertime. They like to lie and tell you they can't do it because it's summertime. They're full of shit. Sorry. They are. So anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So before I continue, my name is Tammy and I'm an advocate and I've been doing this for a long time. And it's just so much fun. I like helping parents. I like teaching you guys. So summer is here, girl. It is 88 degrees here. I mean, just a few days ago it was like 40. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't like it. I went out with my mom today, had to do some running around with her, and I came home and took a nap. I was exhausted. And I think it's the heat. It's already doing stuff to me. So I don't like it. But anyway, I like the air conditioner. That's what's on in my house. I haven't, yeah. I'm not the one. I don't care how high the electric bill goes. I'm going to have air conditioning. Yeah, buddy. So anyway. So yes, if I want people to come here and to ask me questions. And if I don't have the answer this night, believe me when I tell you, you come back next week, I'll have the answer for you. Okay? I know how to find shit. And I know how to put it out there for everybody to force the school district to do stuff because they're no good. I don't like them. But anyway, so that's what we do here. We have chit chats. So there's a couple of things like I put on my post that I wanted to talk about. So one of them is ESY. Another one is when you make a records request at the end of the school year. Okay, when you make a records request, when you want to know about ESY and how they implement ESY and what does that cover as far as the IEP goes and can the school district limit it? Yeah, all of the answers I'm going to give you tonight because they can't do none of that. Because come the new year, it'll be a denial of faith waiting to happen. Oh, yeah, because they're stupid. So anywho, that's what we're going to do today. And then another thing that I wanted you guys to know that even though it's summertime, yeah, the Department of Education is open nonstop. Those people they're not teachers. Okay? They work for the Department of Education. They're like any other state department of. So they work all year. They work when the schools are on vacation. They work in the summertime. They work on some of the holidays and vacation times that schools have. Yeah, they're open. Now, they don't like to do stuff. Nobody cares. I don't care what they like to do. They're going to do it because I said so. Or suffer the consequences. What's that called, guys? What's that called? FAFO. Yeah, FAFO. Try me. Please make my day. Please make my day and not do your job. I love it when you guys do your job. And by the way, I want to put this thing out there, disclaimer, I guess. When I say you guys, I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about you guys here with me because you guys are here with me because those guys aren't doing their job. So you want to know how to make them do their job. You want to know right here, you want to know how you can make them do their job. Okay. And it's fun. So much fun when you know you have the upper hand. Because, guys, little secret, you guys hold all the cards. They don't even know. You don't know, and they don't know. I'm here to tell you, you hold all the cards. Okay. Hi, Wendy. How you doing, girl? Yeah. So you guys hold all the cards, and they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that because you can get them in trouble. And see, they think they're untouchable, and they're not. And there's lots and lots and lots of ways to get them in trouble. It's not just one way, whole bunch. You can have investigations happening at a school district from several different things. Different. You can have them coming from all areas. I'll show you how. It's so much fun. I love it. I'm in a crazy mood today. I don't know why. You would think I just had a drink. This coffee, because I have to wake the hell up. So anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you guys have questions about ESY, the IEP, how they're supposed to implement it, any of that, yes, honey, talk. Tell me what you need, okay? Tell me what you need. You need to tell me, okay? If you tell me here, then I can schedule something between me and you, okay? Another thing that I wanted to ask you guys before we actually get started is I'm trying to write some books. Now, I'm playing around with a bunch of things, okay? So I want to write, the book that I want to write is going to be a manual for you guys, okay? It's going to be very thin, okay? It's going to have step-by-step instructions, okay? It's going to break down the law for you to understand because we don't care what they understand, okay? We only care about what you understand and how you apply the law. So I want to do those types of books. Do you think that's okay? Hi, Elise. Are districts supposed to inform parents of? Yes, they don't like to because you see that MTSS shit? That's the RTR. That T stands for tier. And under the law, the school districts can, no, I hate RTR with a passion. You have no idea how much I hate RTR, especially the kids who have special needs, who are learning disabled, who have any kind of disability, dyslexia. It's stupid. It's just stupid. And I don't understand why OSAP says it's okay, because every time I turn around, those stupid school districts are using RTR or MTSS, T being tier, okay, multi-tier, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Girl, don't get me started on RTR. Okay, for the record, okay. See, that's a good point. So I'm going to do a whole thing on RTR, okay? That's going to be a book, RTR book. I'm sorry, RTI book, okay? We're going to do that, okay? Because the schools are dumb. Hi, honey. Because the schools are dumb. And okay, should have started this at least. So now, let me tell you about what that is. What that is a way for the school districts to get around child fine. So when they put your kid on MTSS, okay, no, they don't do child fine. Yes, they have to do child fine. Okay, wait. Let me tell you this. So when the school district put your kid on MTSS, guess what they just did? Child fine. They're so dumb, they don't know they did that. They don't call it child fine. That's another thing. Schools like to change the names because that gets them off. Not so much. Doesn't get them off of nothing. Okay. So we are growing this community. We're going to do that. So this is what we do. So the MTSS is a multi-tiered system to help kids learn how to read and stuff like that. And it's stupid. It's stupid. Now, if your kid, let's say it's good if your kid doesn't have a literal learning disability or some type of disability that interferes with their learning. That stupid multi-tier system is not good for your kid. It's dumb. So let me tell you what they do. Tier 1, your kid is on that stupid thing for a whole year. Whole year. They don't give you any paperwork. They don't tell you anything about it. The kids are not on an IEP. They're not on a 504. You have no records of what it is. Okay. When you find out your kid is on MTSS, anything with the T in it that has tier, you tell the school district that you want your kid evaluated in all areas of functioning, academic being the top one. Because by the second year, when they roll into the second year, these morons put your kid on tier 2. You know what tier 2 means? Tier 2 means your kid didn't make it on tier 1. There's 3 tiers. So that's 3 years your kid is not getting any special ed services because the school district is using the MTSS program, and there's a letter for it. And I'll get it. It's an OSEP letter. Okay, OSEP. I'll get that. If you want me to show it to you, I will. It's an OSEP letter, and OSEP came back and told every single school district and every single state department of education, hey, we know what you guys are doing. You're using the RTI, what is it? Tier intervention. Reading intervention. I don't know what it is. I forgot what that stupid R stands for. It's a recycling weight. Yes, honey, it's to set them up to fail. So you got 3 years of nonsense. You got nothing. So once you guys find out that those morons put your kid on any kind of tier program, reading tier program, that means that the school district knows that your kid is having difficulty reading and all of that stuff. That's child find. So now they suspect that your kid has a learning disability. That's why they put him on that program. So you tell them, oh, you put my kid on the MTSS shit? Say, yes, we did. I want all of the records now. I want everything. I want to have a meeting to discuss this nonsense. And now what you do is when they tell you no, because they're going to tell you, oh, we don't have to. Okay, good. All right, no problem. So now what I want you to do is you tell them, what I want you to do is evaluate my kid under IDEA now. Okay? Because you guys are already in violation. Once you put my kid on that MTSS bullshit, you recognize that my kid, because it's only for kids who are having difficulties. Yeah. Okay? At least response to the winter. Yes. Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Alma, for saying that. You're better than me. I'm going to make you my moderator pretty soon. I've been thinking about that. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what a moderator does. So anywho, I'll make you it though. So what you do is, as soon as, if you guys find out, don't even say nothing to them. Just tell them you want your kid evaluated. I will post, I will put it in my book this summer. Okay. Because that will be what the first book is about. The first book is going to be RTI response to, thank you. That's what it is. I'm slow. I forgot. I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard it in a long time because now they call it MTSS, multi-tier system. And when you look it up, it's RTI. I got a program that's called RTR. That's why I keep saying it. But yeah, it's a way to circumvent child find. It's a way to circumvent the evaluation process. Okay? Yeah, because they're stupid. And they think we're stupid. And I'm, not for nothing. I've had it up to here with them thinking I'm stupid. I don't know about you guys. But me, I will stick my 7.5 where the sun don't shine ever. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot to do that too. Yeah, you're going to have to be the moderator because, that's it. Anyway, Alma. Anyway, yeah, RT, anything with that. So if they put your kid on it and then they put your kid on the second year, you got a whole bunch of questions. Okay, you got a whole bunch of questions. You want to know what all the data is. You want to know how they came to the determination, because under MTSS, if I'm not mistaken, there has to be a meeting. Let me check something out. MTSS districts obligation to inform parents. Okay, let me see. Yep, I was right. I love this AI shit, guys. Okay, so first, let me do this. Slide this over. Okay, you asked me, does the school district have to tell you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let me move that over like that. Where is it? Oh my God. Okay, so I can shut that one down. I can shut that down. And I can shut that down. And okay, so what I'm going to do is further. Okay, then I come over here and I do share. Let me show you this. Girl, you're going to be mad. Mad as hell. Okay. See, can you see that, guys? Can you guys see this stuff that I'm putting up there? So a school's obligation under MTSS, multi-tiered system of supports, includes informing parents about their child's participation in interventions, progress, and the reasons for those interventions. So again, I was right. Okay. So what you have to do is, let me try this. Where is the information located about MTSS procedures in school? This is what I do, guys. School districts. This is how I find information. Okay. So now, all right. It's in this. Oh, okay. Can you see that? No, of course not, because I did it wrong. Okay. So first I'll do that. I got to do this now. Present. Why is it doing that? Okay. Wait a minute. I got to show you this. Because one question always leads to another. Okay. So here you go. You saw what I asked it. Okay. The question's ready. But where's the information located about MTSS procedures in school district? Information about MTSS procedures in school district can be found in several places, including district MTSS handbook and guides, the district's website, West Milford. I don't know what that is. Okay. What state are you in? I'm going to do Massachusetts. Massachusetts, I believe, actually has a website. Okay. Can be found on the Massachusetts website. So 9 times out of 10, no matter what state you're in, Elise, you're in Massachusetts? Okay, good. 9 times out of 10, that information is going to be on the state website. So it will be DESE's website if you're in Massachusetts. Okay. You can find, and then it has all the procedures. So get this gear. So let's say they put your kid on it. So this is how you get them. Okay, I'm going to show you a procedure that I use. So the first thing you do is you say, I was informed that my child was on MTSS. Is that correct? You're in Michigan. Okay, girl, let me go there. Got to go there. Now I change that to Michigan. Here we go. Okay, we will slide this over. Do that. And do that. And I do present and I share. You know, I like to say things out loud because I'm just crazy like that. So anyway, it helps me focus. Okay, information. See how quick I can find you guys stuff? All right. Information regarding MTSS procedures in school district can be found primarily the Department of Education. There you go. Okay. So the Michigan multi-tier page, this section provides general. If you have to go to if you can't find it, let me know. You have to go to the multi-tier system support page. Just type that in the Department of Education search, okay? This section provides general information about MTSS, including its definition, essential components, and connection to the Michigan, yada, yada, yada. This document outlines the expected actions of a district, implementation district implementation team in implementing and sustaining the MTSS framework. Okay, so this is, you go all evaluation resources, everything is in here. Okay, here's what they cannot do. Here's what they can't do in any damn state. Okay, since I'm here, let me do this. OSEP letter RTI. Wait till you see this. There it is. Oh God, you guys are going to die when you see this nonsense. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, so stop that screen. I'm going to do it again. Here's the letter that I love. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Share. Okay, look at this, Elise. You're going to die. Here it is. It doesn't matter if they call it MTSS or RTI. It's the same thing. A response to intervention process cannot be used to delay, deny an evaluation for eligibility under the IDEA. That's the name. That's the name of the memo that was sent out in 2011. Okay, wait, it gets better. By the OSEP director at the time. She passed away since. Okay, so let me show you what goes down here. Wait, there's a wonderful sentence in here. I have to find it. Require, okay, provisions related to child fine. See, it's right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to cite a child fine violation. Okay, you know what, Elise? Here, honey. Here, I'm going to do this. Do this. Let me see. How do I share? Okay, sure. Let's do that. Here. RTI OSEP letter. Okay, I'm putting it right in here. All right, there you go. There's the link. Okay, you put that in your thing and click on it. Put this in your browser. You'll find it. If you can't find it, call me again. You see how quick I found it? Real easy. Okay, let me tell you what it says, because this is bad. So this talks about what it is. A state have in effect policies and procedures to ensure that a state identifies, locates, and evaluates all children residing in the state, including those who have disabilities and children in private schools regarding the severity, yada, yada, yada. Okay? It is crucial, it is critical that this identification occur in a timely manner and that no procedures or practices, MTSS, no procedures or practices result in delaying or denying the identification. So as soon as they put your kid on MTSS, what you have to do is ask them, pursuant to your state policies and procedures, and you go and you cite them. We want to know, when was the meeting? When did they tell you about it? When did they invite you to the meeting? All of that stuff, because all of that stuff is a violation. Okay. You want me to do an MTSS book? Because I can do it. Okay, wait, this is real good. Okay. Here it is right here. You guys are going to die. What the fuck? Sorry. Okay. Here's what OSEP told the state's Department of Education. Listen to this. See that highlighted shit? It has come to the attention of the Office of Special Education Programs that in some instances, local agencies, the school district, LEAs, may be using response to intervention strategies to delay or deny a timely initial evaluation for children suspected of having a disability. States and LEAs have an obligation to ensure that evaluations of children it's in the first paragraph of this letter. It is good. Okay, so it has come to the attention. It has come to the attention. Okay, so you use this letter. So first you start digging for information, and then you do this letter. While the department does not subscribe to a particular RTR framework, see it, a particular RTI framework, because they knew the schools were changing it. The core characteristics that underpin all RTR models, and this is what you cite. 1, students receive high quality research. This is what they have to give to the kid, not that junk they're selling. High quality research-based instruction in their general curriculum education setting. Continuous monitoring of student performance. All students are screened for academic and behavioral problems, and multiple level tiers of instructions that are progressively more intense based on the student's response to instruction. That's what OSEP supports that. Okay? So, many LEAs have implemented successful RTR strategies, thus ensuring that children who do not respond to RTR, yada, yada, yada. In this letter, honey, there's all the laws you cite against the school district. You know how many times I've used this letter? I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how many times I've used that letter. It's disgusting. Because they're stupid. And it's a workaround idea. You see, they don't want you to exercise your rights. They don't want you, okay? They don't want you to, just checking out. They don't want you to get your kid tested, okay? Because here's the other thing. So when they start arguing with you, once they put your kid on a tier, how are feeling about Lucy Calkins' lawsuits out of Mass and the court saying it's out of their hands? Do you think Mass will appeal this? I don't know who that is. Lawsuit out of Mass and the court saying it's out of their hands. Massachusetts is going to appeal it. You know why they're doing that? Because of that idiot that's sitting over there in office. So now you got to make me, now I got to go do it. What is her name? Lucy Calkins. Hold on. Massachusetts. I'll just put Lucy Calkins lawsuit. Class action. Is that what it was? Parents sue Lucy Calkins. Okay. Class action lawsuit targeting Lucy reading curriculum. Good. Curricula dismissed by a judge. A class action lawsuit filed against prominent literacy. Oh, okay. The lawsuit, which also names Irene, yada, yada. Lack of phonics instruction, deceptive marketing. Yeah, they're going to bump it up. They're going to bump it up. And the reason I think the judge is saying that it's out of their hands, it might be because instead of reason for dismissal, the judge determined that the court was not equipped to decide on the quality of reading, stating that it would require passing judgment on merits of curricula. Wait, why did it do that? Okay, wait, I'm just trying to find out something. However, in 2025, a judge dismissed the lawsuit. The judge cited difficulty in the court making a decision. Calkins expressed her satisfaction with the dismissal, stating that decisions about reading should be made by educators. Yeah, but okay, you know what they did? You know what they did? The reason why the judge dismissed it is $10 says they should have went to the Department of Education first. Then they could have appealed. That's how they have to do it. You can't just go sue them. They're going to dismiss it. Let me just see on the ground. Deceptive marketing, harm to students, specifically the use of cueing, a reading strategy that prompts students to guess words. I mean, yes, there has been a lawsuit involving Lucy on her reading curriculum. Good. First of all, honey, that's good, because there's a whole bunch of ding-dongs out there making up these, like the DRA2 and the Dibbles. Have you heard of them? They're stupid too. They're like MTSS. They're just dumb. I think it was the DRA2. Was it the DRA2? Yes, I think it was the DRA2. When I was in New York, the school gave my client the DRA2. It was either it was the DRA2. So we're in a hearing. So I went online and I looked up Amazon, yada, yada, yada. I bought the exact one the school was giving my client. You know what I found out? The stupid book that they were using was outdated by like 10 years. I kid you not. The lawyer for the school district got mad. She said, "You can't get that." I said, "Have you lost your damn mind? This is America. I can buy whatever I want on Amazon." Stupid. She was a lawyer. And that's what she said to me. I said, "Okay, what are you going to do to me? Do it now. While we're in a hearing, do it right now. Tell me how I can't have this." You know why? Because I proved, number one, it's against the idea. Yes, it's against the idea for them to use outdated testing instruments or instruction, because it's no good. It's invalid now. It's like a test. It's like the WISC 4 versus the WISC 5. If a tester or an evaluator or a school district or somebody gives your kid an outdated test, that test is no good. It's trash. And the reason why it's trash is because the norms changed. Yeah. They're stupid. This is why nobody wants to tell you guys any of this stuff. I'm telling you, I would go to team meetings and I would chew them out like nobody's business. I'm like, have you looked? The hearing was a hoot. The hearing, that's the hearing where they gave us, the mother was fighting for an IE at public expense. And in New York, what they do in this particular school district, they gave her a list of criteria of people that the mother could use. Do you know one of the people on the list was dead? Literally, she was dead. Not only that, she had been dead for 10 years. And I set that idiot up. When I asked her the questions, I said to her, so everybody on this list meets your criteria for testing? Yes. There was a whole bunch of people on there. Every single one of them, there was only one person that was good out of everybody. And that's the person they wanted us to use. And we told them we're not using them. Yeah. We went through that list name by name. One person wasn't licensed anymore. One person was retired. One person was 80 and hadn't been doing any testing. Another person could do the test, but all of her tests were old. And she had no intentions of buying any of them. Yeah. She was going to use the Whisk 4 when the Whisk 5 was out. She literally told the mother that. This is why you guys have to pay attention. I know it's hard and it's like, come here. Come here. I'll tell you for free. Okay. Coming here means you're smart. Because you know you don't know. And that's okay. I don't know a lot of shit. I didn't know about the Lucy thing. I didn't know. I remembered that letter about RTI. Okay. So restraint at school and behaviors. What about it, honey? It has to be, you have to look it up. You have to see what the restraint is. And you have to consent to it. They can't just restrain your kid like they ain't got no, because that would be assault. And I will have you go down to the police department and file assault charges. They can't say, oh, this is what we do. And if your kid's in a private school, believe me, when you put your kid in that private school, you may have signed the paper for physical restraints. But, oh, see my new bottle? This is what I do, guys. All I do is buy these stupid bottles. I love them. This is the new Circle. She's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Yeah, pretty cute. See, you just open it up like that. You pop this thing right here, and you just sip it. That straw. OSEP intervenes, Alma, when they get a lot of stuff on a school district from parents in that school district. That's what they did in Massachusetts. See, this is why I'm trying to teach you guys to get him off the van. There's that restraining a person, Wendy. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it. You need to go read how they came about. There should be an incident report, and you need to get that, and you need to go read what you signed. And if you don't have a copy of it, you tell them you want a copy of what you signed, what you agreed to, because there's points to restraints. Okay, and I don't know what your kid did. I'm not saying that he did anything, but I don't know what your kid did. So, because they can only restrain a kid if a kid does certain things. Okay. So Alma, the OSEP intervenes when they start getting a lot of information, like in Massachusetts, what they did in Massachusetts. And that investigation took a year and a half from the time they sent Massachusetts the letter about all of the shit they wanted from them. Okay. From that time to right now, till January, it was a year and a half. They only had 90 days to get the stuff to OSEP. Massachusetts did. And Massachusetts stuff, the reports, it's all online. And they were stupid. All their reasons and explanations and excuses. I mean, a fifth grader could have come up with a better explanation for why they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I'm not kidding. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And these are people that have gone to school, graduated from college, have degrees and all kinds, and they write the stupidest things on paper. Now, states like Massachusetts are going to have a problem. I got to check and see. They're supposed to be getting their grant awards. I got to check and see if the states are getting the grant awards, or did Mr. Trump stop that too? Because then there's going to be a bunch of lawsuits coming down the pike again. So anyway, because the schools, I need to know, because the schools are going to start with you guys talking about, we don't have, David Kitchell sent me 2-page letter yesterday. Oh, he did. That's interesting. Was it in your favor or no? You can't just drop a bomb like that, girl. So they do intervene. He's probably telling you what they can and cannot do. And that's a start, though. When you start getting responses from OSEP that makes sense, 2 pages, sounds like he put a lot of stuff in there, okay? That information in that letter, you can use. Believe me, that's informative stuff. Because basically, when OSEP writes you a letter back, it's a policy and guidance letter, usually. That letter that I showed you from RTI and OSEP, that was from a deputy. So when they send it directly to the parent, or they send it when they start sending out stuff to the whole state or the nation, that's a problem. Is OSEP the same? No. OSEP is different. For OCRs, OSEP is the bomb. OSEP is the man. OCR don't do shit. I swear to God. I mean, everything would have to take place in front of them, and it cannot be denied before they say your kid's rights were violated, or your kid was discriminated against, or your kid was harassed or retaliated, all of that. Okay. That has to be done in front of them. I don't like them. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know. And I've had it happen to me. And so I don't even use OCR. I very rarely file. Some people file and they get what they need, but I don't. I don't like them. I don't think they do their job. And it's not that I don't understand the laws. I understand the laws. What I understand is OCR has been caught not doing their job and taking complaints and saying that that's not in their jurisdiction. When the feds came in, like, what's those people called? The Office of Inspector General came in on OCR and said they oversee. It used to be. Donald Trump fired all of them. The Office of Inspector Generals. The Office of Inspector Generals, what they do is they oversee the implementation of laws by federal agencies. That's their job. And when they find something wrong, they write a letter and they tell them, we found this, this, and this. You need to fix this right now because there's going to be problems. But now we don't have those people because Donald Trump conveniently got rid of them under the pretense that it's too much money. So now nobody's being overseen by anybody because, yeah. So anyway, I requested OSEP's investigation on this awful state. I will keep burying. That's all you have to do. You have to keep filing stuff against them. So how you do it, Alma, is how you do it. You file a complaint for your kid against the district, okay? When it comes back and the state doesn't investigate all of your shit, then what you do is you file against the state, okay? Now, you say that the state did not investigate all allegations. The state omitted yada, yada, yada allegation. That's going to be a book. Filing against a state agency, you first have to file against the school district. And that gets you a way in to the state. That's how I did it. It works every single time. Because now the state has to investigate themselves. And they hate it. They hate it. And I can show you how to do that. So the more you do that, then what happens at OSEP, they create a nice little packet of information about your school district and your state. So it's a state packet and it's a school district packet. After a while, OSEP will start asking questions of the state. Why didn't you do this? Just like they did with me. Or they'll call up the state and say, you didn't investigate this. What is wrong with you? It's against the law for the state not to investigate all of your allegations. Yes, Mom. Yes, ma'am. That's right. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. I hate them all. I hate them. I really do. They don't want to teach our kids. I don't even know why they do this for a living. I don't. Honestly, I don't. I would hate to get up every morning and go do something that I hate just because I got a job. And the reason I don't care what anybody says, and I'm not saying before anybody jumps down my throat, I'm not saying every single teacher in the whole United States for eternity is a bad teacher. I'm not saying. I got good teachers. I had great teachers when I was coming up. I received a really good education. But between the time I was in high school in 1977 and right now, right into the toilet. Because people have found out how they don't really have to do that much work. And I don't care. The teachers that are talking about how much they do work and they buy stuff using their own money, yeah, those are the good ones. Those are the good ones. What happens if the state complaint came back and only gave the district a, oh, honey, you file against them. No, you file against them. Massachusetts got in trouble for that. And what you can do is, okay, guys, I'll tell you another trick I do. For instance, Elise is in Michigan. But Elise, guess what? If you look up the stuff like from Massachusetts, it's called DMS, okay? Massachusetts, and you type in January 16th, okay? 2025. Now, if you want it, you let me know. Because what you do is, there's a whole section about the state complaint process. It's called PRS in Massachusetts. And it'll say state complaint process. In Massachusetts, got in trouble for it. Matter of fact, let's look and see about Michigan. Never know, right? So let's do DMS. It's differentiated something. Wait. OSEP, OSEP, DMS, Michigan. I did this with Alma, and we found out that where she lives, they had one. So let me see. Whoops. Oh, I don't see none. Part B. Okay, let me see. Okay, it doesn't say anything about Michigan, which is shocking. Let's search by state below. Okay, Massachusetts. Okay, let me show you this. Okay. This is where you go to find out if your state had something written about that. Okay, so here we go. So this tells you all about monitoring, improvement, data, and fiscal management, all of that stuff, dispute resolution. These are the things that OSEP investigates, okay? But you can't do it the way you got to build a case. You got to build it so that OSEP does it, okay? And building it means calling OSEP, putting it in writing, sending them emails, finding out who your person is that covers your state, and sending them emails, sending them documentation, asking them questions. There's a way to ask OSEP a question. It's a certain way. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so here's what it says. Again, I'm just not even showing you guys what I did. There's something wrong with me. I'm just saying, guys. Okay, let me do it again. Okay. U.S. Department of Education. So this is where you would go. Okay. You can ask me this anytime and I'll know where to go to get it for you, okay? And so what this does, this is the differentiated monitoring and support reports against states, okay? So it says here, through its differentiated monitoring and support system 2.0, OSEP differentiates its approach for each state based on the state's unique strengths, progress, challenges, and needs. DMS is I hate that word, cyclical, goes like that. A monitoring process that focuses on states, general supervision systems. That's the other thing you got to get is the general supervision for states under OSEP. Okay. So this tells you what they're supposed to do. Okay. Here's the areas they look at. Here's the contact people. Okay. And here's all of the laws. So when you file against the state for not doing their job, these are the laws you cut and paste into your complaint. You say you didn't do this, you didn't do this. And under these laws, you're supposed to. Okay. There's a whole kind of way that you do it. Okay. When you're filing a complaint against the state so that you can build your case, you can force them now. And the same thing applies. When you file a complaint against the state for violations of IDEA, they got 60 days, period. They got same as the school. See, these are the laws right here. See this law right here? This law, this law. It's another one. I cited another one. And I think I cited this one. This one and this one are very important. It's about the money. Because they accepted the money, they have to implement this. So then it says Part B DMS reports. So we're going to click on Part B. Okay, so here it is. These are all the states. Okay, and here's Massachusetts. And here's South Carolina. So Your state's not on here, Michigan. And here, when you click on it, so then you go, here's the January 26th letter I was talking about. So click on that. And here's their report. So you scroll down here. So let me see. They violated the timeline, 60 days to do it in Massachusetts. So I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. So here's all the law. Here are the legal requirements. Okay. So when you're looking up stuff, this is what you do. So when you want to find out if a state violated the same things that you're looking, you go to the DMS thing and you go pull up that state's report, because the information that you need is in that report. So under legal requirements, so they say legal requirements, non-compliant policy, procedure, or practice, and OSEP's analysis of what they found after they collected the data and everything. Okay. So it says the state shared that decisions for extensions are made by the complaint investigator in consultation with their direct supervisor. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. Okay. That's not how none of that works. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what it says. The state confirmed there is not currently a procedure in place that ensures consistent decision-making when considering whether a reason for an extension meets the exceptional circumstance allowance under this law. Okay. So watch what OSEP found. So it says OSEP guidance has made clear that states need to determine case by case whether it is appropriate to extend the 60-day resolution limit, that's the investigation timeline, for a particular complaint due to exceptional circumstances. Wait till you hear this. OSEP has stated that the following do not constitute exceptional circumstances that would warrant an extension of the 60-day time limit. Here it is. State, here it is right here, because I can't talk right now. State staff shortages or heavy caseloads. They can't say that. Okay. School vacations. They can't say that. So I told you, school's open all year. Okay. And breaks, school vacations and breaks. They can't say we're going to extend it because because you're not on break. The Department of Education is not on break during the summer. They don't get, it's the State Department of Education. Every single school and every single school district in a state has different days off. Because they have parent teacher conference day, they have professional development days, all of that, they're all different. So how can they say, well, it goes on school vacations and breaks for the whole state? That means nobody's at work. Okay. So then it says the use of the use of mediation or alternative dispute resolution without agreement by the parent or the individuals under the state procedures, the public agency to extend the 60-day timeline. And then they cite their own letter. Okay. And it says, their own letter says, the state does not have procedures in place to ensure effective implementation of written state complaint procedures. That's what they found against Massachusetts. That's how you get it. That's how you build the case. So you you file a complaint. I know, right? You file a complaint against the school district, and then the state decides they're not going to investigate all of your complaints. That's a violation. Okay, that's a violation. So this is what Massachusetts said. The state shared that there are no procedures in place to ensure effective implementation of written state complaint decisions in a timely manner. There is. It's called federal law. You got 60 days, bitch. This is what they do. The state explained that its practice is to close out the corrective action. Then they got in trouble for the corrective actions. So, what am I doing? So there's lots of ways to get them. But there's a sequence of events that have to take place for you to get them. And I can show you how. And it's fun. It's fun. Because what I did is I waited for that January 16th letter. And then I sent it back to the Department of Education. And I basically said, I told you so. I knew I was right. And then what I did is I sent it to the commissioner in the Department of Education. I sent it to the commissioner, who no longer was there because he left before that report came out. Okay, he quit. So I sent it to, that was Riley. So then I sent it to Russell Johnston, who was the state special ed director, but because Riley left, he was the interim Department of Education commissioner. Yeah. And he had some other ding dong, Barry Barnett, who was the director of the state complaint department. Yeah. All of those people are gone. Russell Johnston, who was the interim commissioner for the Department of Education in Massachusetts, yeah, he's over here in Pennsylvania now. He's in Pennsylvania, and what he's doing is he's the school superintendent for a school in PA near Philly. So he went from running the entire Department of Education in Massachusetts to being a school superintendent in Philly. He got in trouble. You know when he left? So the DMS letter that I just showed you, that came out January 16th, 2025. Doofus left to go to PA February 24th. He was in PA. Less than a month. Because, we don't notice any of this. So I sent them a nice hint. Next time I come on, I'm going to show you the email I sent them. It was nasty and it was bad. The whole thing was about I told you so. And one of the reasons why I did it is because there were so many complaints that were filed on two of my clients in a course of a year. And they didn't do anything they were supposed to, from not investigating all of the allegations to accepting the nonsense that the school district gave them, saying we gave them all the compensatory services, and they're about to get served again, because I'm going to show them how one of the speech and language pathologists that they said gave my client speech and language services, yeah, that was a big fat lie, because everything was virtual. They lied to the state, and then the state accepted it. So I'm going to use the DMS report and say they're still doing it. Then they set aside the kid's entire IEP because they owed him so much compensatory services that they couldn't do both at the same time. And in their teensy, itty bitty pinhole of a brain, they actually think it's okay for them to set aside the kid's IEP. Guess what? Now they owe him compensatory services for all last year. Because they didn't implement the IEP, they only implemented the compensatory services. And that was for two things, the special ed teacher and OT. That's it. That's it. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them all. I don't understand why they're that disgusting. They're just disgusting. And this public school system in Massachusetts, the Department of Education made them the premier public school system. And I'm not telling you only because of my client, but I'm telling you, if that's the premier, I don't even want to talk about the rock bottom, because I have no respect for not one of those people that work there. They don't know their asses from their elbows. I mean, nothing. All they want to do is go to work and at the end of the week get a paycheck. They don't do nothing. These are the laziest people I've ever had the unfortunate experience of knowing. I don't like it. Did I say that already? Anyway. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I feel like they don't want to find the truth. At least they don't. So what happens if the state complaint came back and only gave me they can't do that because they got to fix it. You see, that's what they got in trouble for. So what you do is you send it over to OSEP and you ask them, I mean, here was my allegation and this is what the findings were. I don't understand how there's no timeline for them to fix it. There's nothing. And the same way OSEP did the DMS report and told and that January 16th letter and told the state, you got 90 days to fix this. And we want proof that you did it. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. I can show you how to do that. I'm going to do a whole book on how to file against the state to build your case in your state against the State Department of Education in your state. That's going to be fun. And a good portion of this stuff I already did, like the complaint forms, but what I'll do is I'll go in deeper. Okay. So what I want to do is for my books, I want to make workbooks. Basically, it's going to be a workbook. And in that workbook, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do. This is all going to be, it's going to have the laws in it, of course, but it's going to be based on my strategies and my techniques that was successful for me. Okay. So I'm going to give you for instance, I'll give you an example. I'll tell you lots of stuff. Okay. What I would do if I was in your situation. And I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been very successful. And my success is getting the kids the services and just nailing the state and the school district against the wall and then telling them, told you so. Now what? I had the state one, another one, Marcia Mitnock. She used to be the Massachusetts State Special Ed Director. And this was like in 2016. I was having a lot of problems with them then too. So one day I called her up and she was laughing. And I was pissed. And I said, oh, you're going to laugh? So then I called my guy. I called him in OSAP and I told him what the conversation was. And he said, oh, well, we're going to find out. You're going to have the last laugh. I said, what? He said, she no longer works there after December. She'll be gone. I said, you're lying. He said, I'm not lying. She'll be gone. And the reason why she was leaving was because there's a whole bunch of stuff they weren't doing. And she was just, this happened year after year after year after year. She just didn't do nothing about it. So ha, stupid ass. And I believe she got fired. I believe she was told to leave because she was there for like 25, 30 years. There was not so much as we're sorry to see you leave yet on the Department of Education's website. Nothing. She was just gone one day and yada, yada, yada. That was the end of it. What to do if a private counselor diagnosed my son with anxiety and depression, but they never accepted the symptoms? My son is going to therapy. Okay. Yeah. Ask your counselor if they can go and do an observation of your kid at school. Ask your counselor, because all you have to do, see, that should be in your kid's IEP because it was diagnosed. And if it's not in the IEP, then that means that they're ignoring it, because here's the thing. When you have a kid who has any type of disability, if it's not in the IEP, then what they do is they don't give you any services for that. And having services under that is bad, is hard to get, because mostly what you need is counseling. But accommodations on an IEP for a person who's diagnosed with that is completely different. So there would be, what I would do is there would be a point person that your kid could talk to at the school, and that your kid could get frequent breaks, and that your kid can go see this person anytime they want. And so there's a whole bunch of different things that your kid could get under accommodations. In fact, you could even write a goal and objective. So that's why they're not doing that. Tell them they haven't identified that, because that's another thing. They have to identify. And if you have a diagnosis, they have to acknowledge it. How can I use this in? You tell the doctor to write an evaluation and tell her to put in there what your kid's disability is. Tell her to use the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual that identifies neurological disorders that your counselor is very familiar with. Okay? You tell her you need it in writing because he's not getting any services at school to help him, like accommodations. He's not getting nothing. There's no goals. Ask her, does he need a goal? Do you think he needs a goal for that? To help him navigate the school, how to deal with kids who are bullying him, or whatever it is that's going on at school. You have to identify what's going on at school first. Okay. Then you tell the counselor. When you tell the counselor, then what the counselor would do is the counselor, you tell her, and if the counselor agrees, then the counselor has to say, well, I can write something up. Yeah, do that. I need you to write that up. Create the paper trail. You see, you can't just say your kid has a disability, because anybody can do that. Okay. Anybody can say my kid has this. You need something in writing by a person who's licensed in that particular field. You need them to spell out what the disability is, and you need to tell them to tell you how it impacts or hinders your kid's ability to access the general curriculum. Those are the words. That's what you tell the counselor. And then you give that letter to the goddamn school. You call a meeting and you tell them, I'm going to need this IEP modified. And you tell the person, she'd give me a diagnosis. Okay, good. But what she has to do is she has to tell you how that diagnosis impacts your kid, how it interferes or hinders your kid's ability to access the general curriculum. How is this disability hurting your son in school? Okay, how does it prevent him from doing his work? And what, if any, accommodations or services she needs to put in there that he could have in school? And as soon as the says, well, the school can't do this, you tell her, well, that's not what an advocate told me. And then you tell me. And what I will do is I will write the goals and objectives for your kid in school and the accommodations. It's real easy. What are they going to say now? So when they say no, then you can file against them for denial of FAPE. See how that all comes back? It's circular. It comes back to denial of FAPE and child fine. That's how you get them. That's how you get them, guys. Okay? That's how you get them. They are wombats. That's what they are, wombats. Okay? They don't care about your kid. They like to argue. So give them an argument. So when you go to the school and they tell you stupid stuff, did you get a response yet for them from that complaint that we wrote? Was it a complaint? Yeah. Did you get anything? Yeah. I bet you they're gonna try to extend that shit. Yeah. Go ahead. I dare them. Big one, big. So yeah. So what do you guys think about my book idea? Do you want me to do that? Yeah. Do you guys want me to do the books? Because I can do books on ESY. Okay. ESY is big. ESY is big, and it's because what the schools will say is, first of all, they postpone the meeting, the IEP meeting for ESY until it's almost at the end of the school year. And there's a reason why they do that. They do it because if you want to file for a hearing, you're going to lose it anyway. He's not going to get it in for that school year. So what you want to do okay, good. Yes, books, a lot of books. And they're all going to be teensy. They're going to be spiral. But they're going to be big. I want them to be like, a notebook size, like this size. So that way you guys can write your little notes in them and all of that stuff. Okay. So I have at least 2 of them done. One is for the state complaint against the school district, and the other one is the state complaint against the state. Okay. They postponed my IEP meeting and never gave me the last IEP meeting. Yes, that's the kind of shit they do. You file against them. You tell them to put it in writing. Listen, I swear to God, I'm going to choke you guys out. You have to tell them everything to put in writing. And when they don't put in writing, it's a violation. And pretty soon they'll get it. I used to tell them so many times in schools, put it in writing, that they just automatically did it. After a while, they didn't even. Yes, Timmy, we're going to put it in writing. Be sure, I tell them, don't play around, because if you don't put it in writing, I will. If you don't put it in writing, I'm going to put it in writing. And then what's going to happen is that's a violation, and that's all you have to say. You tell them if you don't put it in writing, it means you didn't do your job, and it means that's a violation, and that's all you have to say. Bluff. Just say it's a violation if you don't put it in writing. And then you go home and you put in writing. At today, during the IEP meeting, I requested yada, yada, yada. So-and-so said that I would have another team meeting by the end of the school year. And as of today, tomorrow's the last day of school. I did not have that last meeting. Therefore, the IEP was not completed within the timeline. Yeah. See? Easy. Yes, people need to know about the state complaint. Yeah, I know. We need more people. I know. We do. That 149 and the 600, golden. It is golden. Telling you. I love it. It's my favorite thing of all time. It really is. So yes. So what I want to do is I wrote books before, but I didn't like the way they came out. So and I got to find out how much it costs. I don't want to charge people a whole extra money for the book. So I'm going to really ask you guys, every little bit helps. Buy me a coffee, buy the stars. It's really cheap. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or if it's 50 cents for the Facebook stars, because every little bit helps me. Because if I write the book, not only do I write the book, but then I got to get it bound in a company that does all of that. But I'll tell you guys if you want to know how much it costs, because I want to keep the costs down. Okay. And because everybody should have this book. And then I'm going to copyright the book. I'm going to have it under it's going to have an ISBN number. It's going to have a lot of things because it's my thoughts. Okay. Yes. On the books, parents need to know who to fight. Yes. Charge it. Oh no, I'm going to charge. My thing is, but the more money you guys, the more money that I can raise, the less money the books are going to cost, because I have to do it. What is your Venmo? Oh, honey, just go to the, I got a bunch of stuff on there. You don't even have to do that. You just go to buy me a coffee. You can put in anything you want. It's on my Facebook page. If you look on the bio part of my Facebook page, it says buy me a coffee. Just click on it. It takes you right to the website. Yeah, you don't have to do it. And there's another one there, but I don't even know if I do that one. Buy me a coffee and the stars. Whenever you see the stars come up, did they come up this time, Alma? I don't know if they came up. I see a bunch of things here, Alma. It's this thing called stars, and the more stars you buy, and then at the end I get paid. I just go in and they send me my check and everything, and it works really well. It's just great. And it motivates me to come back here, because this is hard. I mean, I set stuff up. I love talking about special education. I love helping parents. It's like my thing. I just love it. It's a perk that I could get paid doing this, but it takes time out of my day. Like right now, I make stuff. I make earrings. I make jewelry. I crochet, and then I sell my stuff. I have a website, so I do all of that. I'm looking for your Venmo. What is that? I don't know. I don't have a Venmo. I don't have a Venmo link on my site. I just did it too for the thing. I don't know where it is. Where's my phone? I never put Venmo on my phone, but I do have the app. I just did it too. Yeah, I'm going to be, hey Siri, open Venmo. There. Yeah, I didn't finish doing it. So anyway, I'll do that too. Yep, or you could use PayPal. Just go to I don't know how you do it. You just look me up, Tammy Joya. Look me up, Tammy Joya, and yeah, Tammy Joya, special ed advocate, I guess. It'll just pop up. Is that how you do it? You just look somebody's name up and it comes up. It's Tammy, Tami, Joya, Joia. I don't know. I don't usually. I only send money to my kid. So, anyway, is that how you do it? You just look it up with PayPal? So yeah, you can do PayPal. You can do buy me a coffee. You're not really buying me a coffee, okay? That's just to say that you bought me a coffee. You can put any amount in there, and okay, yeah, just do PayPal. Just put Tammy Joy and it'll come up. Yes, thanks. Buy me a coffee. That's just the name of the thing. The link. It's buy me a coffee, but you just put any amount of money you want in there. I don't care. Like every little bit. If you put in $1, I'm so grateful. because it helps support my channel and it helps my channel grow. And that's what I want to do. I want to build my channel up so I can do this for the rest of my natural life. Okay, that's what I want to do. So, so if you do buy me a coffee, check out my link. You can do the stars, and you can do PayPal. It's right there. Okay. So if you do, but wait a minute, there's one on Facebook that it doesn't. If you do it with this, wait, let me do something. Okay, I'm gonna check something out. Oh, that's what it looks like, and then you just click on. Okay, stupid. Okay, so wait, I gotta go in. Where is it? There's a ads metaphor. Oh, there it is. Okay, wait, guys. Nope, that's Facebook stars. Oh, there's another one. Buy me a coffee. There's another one. I'll put that one in there too. It's if you go on, I'll put it on there. But if you go on my Facebook, you can look up Facebook PayPal. And because PayPal is funny, you go on PayPal, and when you transfer the money, there's a fee. But if you do the Facebook PayPal thing, there's no fee. Let me see if I can pull it up again. Wait. See, it won't come up. Dashboard. Is this the dashboard? Sign up phone. Oh, that's why. Wait a minute, guys. I think I can get it. Okay. I should have put this on there a long time ago, but I didn't. Dashboard. Payouts page. Let's see, stars. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, there it is. It's Facebook stars. Copy link. Okay, go over here. Okay, if you do this too, it's Facebook stars. But when you go, I think that takes you, wait a minute, to PayPal. Right. Is that the one that takes you to PayPal? Facebook stars. No, that's the wrong one. But you can do that too. Policies, payout settings. What's this? There's one. No, I can't find it. But if you do PayPal, I'll put the link for the PayPal one. Because there's no fee for you and there's no fee for me to switch the money over to my bank account. So I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, any little bit helps me because I can bring you guys a lot of stuff. Now I'm also, I know I keep saying this, but I made a lot of stuff and I have a website, and it's a lot of that stuff is it's winter. So my new collection hopefully will be on my website by it'll be on by next week, and it's going to be at the shop. But I wonder if I could show you guys some of the stuff. I don't know if I can pull it up. No, I can't. But I make everything crocheted hats, the bucket hats. I make the crocheted summer tops, the halter tops. I made dresses. I make earrings. Like I said, I make beaded bracelets. I make macrame bracelets, macrame pot holder things. I make all of that stuff. So, and I'll be doing that. So you can purchase that. That's a way of helping me too. Really appreciate it. So it's all new stuff. I'm hoping that I get all of it out there. I do the rings, the gemstone rings, all of my stuff. Most of my stuff is with gemstones, and I love the gemstones. So I do that. These kinds. Oops. Let me see. All of these gemstones, I love them. Ooh, I just love touching them. So, okay, just the one I'm gonna. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the books together, and then we'll do this again. Now, if you guys have can I start borrowing on new stuff? Not yet. I gotta put the new stuff. Wait till you see the new stuff. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely die. Made like 30 macrame bracelets, and they're all different. And I just love, they got beads in them, they got chains in them, it's cool as hell. I amazed myself. I love making stuff. It's fun. So I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna stop putting it out there. And wait till you see. I made market bags. Oh my god, market bags. I know I'm hurrying. The market bags are the bomb. Okay, you can use them to go to the beach. You can use them to throw them in your car, carrying stuff. It's got big holes in them, but it's a macrame bag. It's crocheted market bag. You can use it to go to the beach, all of that stuff. It's really pretty. I love them. It's just a new design in it instead of just being a square. So it's really cute. So anyway, I'm going to get that stuff up between this weekend, and by Wednesday. And then I'll put it on my Facebook page and alert you so you guys can see that. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I've been busy gear. That's why I haven't been able. I got to do that end of my business, and I do this. And I like this a lot. Love this. So you need more bracelets. Wait till you see the bracelets. You're going to die. And I made one of each. So I'm going to have to make more because my sister's already claiming stuff. I'm going to kill her. She buys all my stuff and then nobody can have it. So I told her, I'm putting it out there. You have to go on there and go buy it. Shut up. But I have enough stuff that I can make it again. And so what I'm going to try to do is, as soon as somebody buys something, I'm going to make another one. The clothes is different. The clothes is a one-off for sure because it takes long. But if you like macrame stuff, I made my mother a beautiful. I was so proud of myself. This top is unbelievable. What about the FAFO shirt? I know I got those too. I got the FAFO shirts. They're made. So I'm going to make them more and put them in a whole bunch of different colors. So I just went to Walmart, and the Gildan t-shirts, I can buy them 6 in a pack, all different sizes. And I didn't even know. And they're V-necks. And I love them. I love V-necks. So I'm going to get some of them. So anyway, I just need to know like what sizes and stuff like that. So I usually go medium and large. And if you want them bigger, then you got to tell me. If you want them smaller, you got to tell me. Because I don't know. I can't figure it out. But those are done. I got a whole bunch of them done too. So taco. Taco? What's taco? What was taco? You have to tell me. I don't know what taco is. Because I don't have a taco shirt. LOL. No FAFO. Me. Oh. I sent you. Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. I get so embarrassed when people do it. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you so much, Elise. I really appreciate it. I do. I do. You guys just don't know how much it means to me. Chump. I forgot about that. Taco. I heard that this week. That was funny as hell. Taco from always. And I got orange. Stuff. Yep, I did. I remember as soon as you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Always chickens out. Oh yeah, that's right. That's funny. And he does. I love that. That is so cool. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. So yeah, I bought the orange vinyl because my sister wanted me to make her a t-shirt with that too. So I did it, and it is what it is on my site. This is me. I'm a Democrat through and through. I'm just saying. And it's hard not to be a Democrat if this is what you're doing and you have a child with a disability. It is what it is. And I am 100% that bitch. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get some stuff done. I'm going to start putting the books together. I got to go look up who I can use. I used one company before, so I'm going to see if I can do it again. And if I can, I'm all set. And then I'll start getting the books out, and then you and me, that's right. And then we can, I think I can even sell it on like Amazon, and there's another one. I think I sold it before on Amazon. And so that way you guys can just order the book from them, and you guys, I don't have to keep a large stack of books in my house. That kind of thing. Because I think I'm going to do audiobooks. Would you guys want it to be audiobooks or books? You want books? I know. Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, that's what I'll do. I will do the books. That's my goal for the summer, is to write these books because it's fun. and I can't wait. And I got tools now. So I don't like typing a lot. Okay. Both is good. All right. Because it'll be available both ways. Because I like books because I write notes and stuff and I stick them on them. And I mean, I have books everywhere. I'm going to tell you guys too, another place where you can get books is LRP. It's all about special education. And I'll show you guys how to do that. I did a contest one time and this person won, I can't remember who it was. And she won the book and I bought it for her and sent it to her. So I'm going to do one of those too. Okay. So we'll do contests and stuff like that. I just got to get my stuff up and running because I'm also, I can tell you guys. So I'm going to be doing a vendor show at this spot. And I'm going to take videos. I'm going to take live videos. I'm going to put them out there for everybody to see. I don't know when I'm doing it. I just went and bought the tent and I bought the screen. And now, because my mom's going with me, I'm going to have an air conditioner in there some kind of way. So, because the mom has to be nice and cool because she's going to sit with me all day. So it's a flea market. So I'm going to show you guys what I made and what I'm selling. It's a lot. It's a lot. But you guys just have to remember, you can do anything you want. You just have to set your mind to it and then let shit roll. You're going to hit brick walls. It's going to be hard. You're not always going to win. It's okay. Because you can lose the battles. The goal is to win the war. That's what the art of war is all about. Don't worry about the battles. Lose them. Don't lose the war. We're going to win the war. That's what this is about. Okay? I will talk to you guys soon. Give Brandy kisses. She's so bad. This pig is such a bad pig. But thank you. She's bad. She jumps over furniture. She weeks so loud. I swear to God. All she does here. I wonder if she'll do it. Wait. She's not doing it. She usually screams on the top of her lungs. Love you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope this helped you. I will show you how to put all of this stuff together. You let me know. Come back. Please come back. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell anybody that's interested in this. Come here for the information. I got it for you. I got your back. I love you guys. I'll see you next week, okay? Mwah. Kisses. Thanks for coming.